Why would I get banned? I did nothing wrong. Uh-oh. What did he say? We can't scroll back in the history because I just signed on. Excuse me. Man, I just got over a cold and I feel like I'm getting another cold. My throat is so sore. I'm going to be popping the halls like crazy. Or what are these? These are not halls. They're Equate brand cough drops. Honey lemon.
Trees are gently swaying. Whispers in the breeze. Sunrise paints the heavens. Nature's softer breeze.
Blasting past punishments on global isn't wise. Uh-oh.
Peaceful as it dawns. Harmony in nature. New day has begun.
Get that testosterone check on you, but unstoppable, brother. What was going on? Didn't blast anything. I just said RuneScape wasn't like this. Okay.
World begins its motion in this magic found. Melodies.
So we are 2,369. Wink, wink. That was ironic, that the timing of that. Iron ore from level 80 mining. Require 85 mining to be able to mine rune, though, so we're not going to be quite there yet. But we will get very close to 81 mining by the time we finish our grind, and then we're going to smith the rest. And then I think the next batch we're going to do, after we make our steel plates from this, how's it going on damage, is I think we're going to be doing mithril instead of steel. And we're going to be doing, we're going to superheat it. So we're going to be getting magic XP, smithing XP, mining XP, and a slight loss with mithril and cash.
Every moment precious. Breathing in a care.
On damage, you made it to the Sunday stream. I haven't looked into Smite 2 yet, but it's definitely piquing my curiosity. I'm actually kind of considering trying it next weekend. But I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna have the time to sink into the game. Oh, we got ourselves a sapphire. How's it going? Oh, you missed it because I was right at the start of the stream. I was talking about this. I feel like I just got over a cold, and I feel like I'm getting another cold again. My throat is killing me right now. I'm gonna be popping the throat lozenges. You're doing your best to be more involved when you can be. Yeah. Are you gonna get in tight with high res? Try to use your Incon connection. Then you can go from the rank fluffer to the Smite community fluffer. Hires will hire you to be the community fluffer. By the way, drop a like on the stream. I think it helps out a lot, especially early on, because then more people get a chance to see the stream. You're not trying to push you, and I want you to know when you're ready, I'll do my best to pushing it. I'm always trying. You're not trying to push me, but when you are going to push me, you're going to push me as hard as you can. I don't think that's what you meant, but that's what it sounded like. You just did. Thank you very much for that thumbs up. If the video description below doesn't have this album, but this is the second RuneScape album that I've released. Has 11 songs. Its runtime is 42 minutes. The other one was a lot longer, but yeah. We're playing it on YouTube Music. It is on Spotify right now. If you search my name, Jason Fiola. Oh. The Return of Gillenor still called. The Return Gillenor still calls. I was just checking to make sure my son wasn't crying. And I think Apple Music, I don't think it's on there yet. I'm waiting for it to show up because that's what I use. You're responding to a few of my statements? Yeah, I figure it's tough like that sometimes. Break Them Down's the most recent song, so the album is not yet on Apple Music. How many people are online right now? Online. 70 players online. Unique online. 47. So there's a bunch of people. There's a few people on alts, but when my stream was getting good views, we were like consistently pushing 100 players on the server, which is pretty sick. The popularity of this game goes in waves, up and down. It never gets big like a mainstream game or anything like that, but it's kind of cool. A tight little knit community. Already getting more hit songs out than most artists. So, well, thank you. These ones I've been working on for a really long time. Like this album is at least 8 weeks, maybe 10 weeks on this one. I wanted to get one more song on the album, but it just wasn't working out. I was never happy with it, so I just decided to release it without it. If I do end up figuring it out later on, I can just like tag it on to the album. It's not a big deal. It's digital, right? You can just change it. And the nice thing about it is if I do go back to streaming a lot like what I did before, I have a large library of music that I can listen to that's royalty free for other people if they want to use it as well, but also obviously for myself. If it makes me happy, yeah. I think the biggest thing is just having a library of music. I think how many I've made more songs than this, but I don't know how to. I'm using YouTube Music right now instead of regular YouTube, so it's a little weird. These are the two albums. Trying to figure out how many songs there are. I thought it would tell me. I think I have like 41 songs or something like that.
In lands where sun and shadows play, beyond the waters far away.
And I try to hit all the different music genres. Genres. I never know how to say that word properly, which is funny because it's a French word and I used to speak French, but I struggle with it. Sometimes I struggle with words because I'm like, I want to say it the French way, but I also don't want to sound stuck up. Like somebody in speaking English, pronouncing a French word that people think is an English word, the proper French way, people kind of think is like, ooh, the fancy pants over here saying, rolling their R's. And then I just like bail on it because I don't want to sound stuck up like that.
With gentle winds and ancient trees, thy heart a calm upon.
There's quite a few words that the English language has stolen from French. I can't think of an example right now, but I know it exists.
The whispering winds, a song you hear from misty morn to twilight's gleam, a tranquil everlasting.
I'm pretty sure resume is a French word that was stolen, but then in French, you don't even say resume. You say CV, save. You better see a greatest hits album in the next two. The next two what? I got to work on more Smite ones, but I have to get myself back into Smite to remember what are. See, the key for me for writing these songs is I have to get into the game and know what the meme culture around that game is, because I love writing a song around an idea or a meme inside the game. But I can't think of one right now. I can think of like the classic people hating split pushing Lokis and stuff like that. Backdooring. I live in Canada. You don't think it matters because you guys speak both naturally? Not everybody, but a lot, yeah. How old am I right now? I'm turning 34, so we'll just use that number. So what is that? 16 years? I went from speaking French daily, fluently, to not speaking it for 16 years. I guess 15 years. And I'm only starting to get back into it because I want to be able to speak it for my son again. So I've been practicing here and there. Yeah, that's about right. You better see a greatest hits album in the next two albums. What? Oh. Well, I could do that. Like, but the thing is, what's the point in doing that? People can just make a playlist of the songs on their own. They don't have. It doesn't have to be released as I've selected all of these from all these different solos or singles and albums I've released. You can just do it on your own. I don't have to do that. The best songs always come about when I'm playing a game and then somebody's like, something happens or something, some idea comes about and everyone's like, oh, you should write a song about that. Those are always the best ones. Download my mixtape, he says. No, download mine.
Days of grinding, swords and shields. I was in a world that feels so real. Pure and trained to be the best. Now it's gone with a single quest. Little brother's eyes so wide. Didn't know he ruined my pride. Clicked the wrong skill, point like a stone. And now my work feels overthrown.
You popped in the Discord? Well, you're going to be pretty lonely in there. Just kidding. Boo. Boo. Did you not hear it me the first time I said that?
It was getting... It gets cut out time to time, so I understand.
I don't think I was moving my camera when I did that. Maybe I was.
Sometimes it comes in and I hear boo, and sometimes I don't hear anything. It's weird.
Well, it's like if I'm talking like, okay, I'll try to make a sound so yeah, that's me moving my camera, so it's hitting the mute button.
Yeah. But what have you been up to other than playing this and that for Kevin is now? How you been doing?
Oh, well, like I said a little earlier, I feel like I'm coming down with the cold.
Yeah.
My throat's pretty sore.
Okay.
I'm just going to turn up the Discord channel for myself so you're a little louder for me.
No worries.
As soon as I do that, you drop something. The as soon as I turn you up, you drop something or whatever that was. So it's like loud in my
Oh, I
ears.
was moving my mic a little closer to my face.
Oh.
That's all it was.
It was just like it turned up the volume, and then all of a sudden here, I was like, oh no.
I'm just gonna start just moving my mic around on you randomly just to fuck with you.
After you're really quiet for a while, say turn up the volume.
And then like do like a death metal scream in your ear. Yeah. No, I'm just. Yes. But I was just gonna say to you though, in general.
I love whirling, it's late at night, 56K, but we're ready to
The
fight.
pause.
But
Logging in, the screen takes time. Patience
I
tests
just now
the
noticed that you're talking with people in the game, and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, who is he talking to?
What do you mean?
Like I'm watching your stream and I see him saying, "Bert, my DVDs, come try my lemonade stand," stuff like that.
Oh yeah, when I was reading about it or
Yeah.
talking about what they're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to comment on the stuff they say sometimes. Sometimes I actually reply to them, sometimes I don't. Bert Rogers, what's the plan to make money from mining smithing? You've been making a bunch of steel plates, but getting natures is so hard. That is literally what I do.
Bert Rogers sent that to you in the chat.
Yeah, I was reading it. I had myself muted, so I didn't have to read it to you.
I don't care.
Basically, you have to get some sort of base level of cash going, and then you do have to buy. I bought the natures because you do turn a profit when you high elk the steel plates. So you high elk a steel plate for I think 1.2k. So if you buy your nature runes for example 550, well, you turn a profit, and then you just do that over and over and over again. This is my third round of it. My fourth round after I finish this one, I think I might be switching to mithril plates, which makes more money if you do it like the slow way. But I might try to speed it up by using the extra nature runes I have right now. By superheating them, so I don't have to leave the mine at all. And then basically I leave the mining guild once I have a full inventory of myth bars. Then I bank it, then I do that over and over again. You take a slight loss, so that one is going to be a loss, but you get experience in mining, smithing, and magic. The other spot you can do it is if you do it in the Heroes Guild, you can fight the blue dragons in between, because then you can get combat experience, prayer experience. You could be doing range if you wanted. You get magic, smithing. There's five things you get experience in at the same time. Maybe I didn't say magic. Anyways, and that is like super efficient if you were to do that. And I can also do the Addy bars as well, which Addy, you do turn a profit even when you superheat them. But yeah, this batch, because I'm trying to make money, I will be like smelting these the traditional way, the slower way, steel bars into steel plates, and then high elk the 1,000 steel plates that I'm going to make, which should make me 1.2 mil. Not profit, but that's what my finishing cash will be, because I've already bought all the nature runes. You could slow sell the stuff you smith to a store for a while until you get some cash, and then you can buy the nature runes from somebody else. Or you can do what I was doing too. I bought, I think, 1,500 nature runes, and then I've nearly found another 500 right here. I have 1992 by fighting giants, because I wanted to get my combat levels up, combat experience, and I was getting nature runes that way too. Or you could thieve the nature runes from the nature chest. I feel like the combat is even faster though. My buddy's in Discord right now and he knows nothing about this game, so it's funny to me.
across these trees. A demon stirs and spirits freeze. I know
But,
bound to chains of glass. Nesigent, the demon of
Go ahead.
I'm just not sure what to talk about. I was just going to say, oh yeah. Are you planning on doing anything? Look, I'll put it this way. Smite 2 right now, there's only 26 gods, I think.
Yeah.
By the time they come free to play, they're going to put 50 gods in there.
50?
Yes. And that's in February.
Okay. So they're gonna be releasing quite a few of them pretty quick.
They're trying to do 2 every 2 weeks and 3 a month.
2 every 2. That doesn't add up.
This is what I've heard.
Because 2 every 2 weeks should mean that they should get 4 to 5 per month.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're getting 3 per month, you said.
I think it's 2 and then a 3. That means 2 weeks, and then the next 2 weeks after that is 3. Does that make sense?
Okay, that makes sense. So then 5 per month, roughly.
Yeah.
Not bad. I think I may have to just accept.
Not bad. Yeah, I think
you keep reading it when I have myself muted to read it out. Selling to Horvick is 1.2, but it drops the more you sell, so it doesn't scale well. Yeah, but the thing is, when you're selling to Horvick, while you're getting 1.2, but you're also not spending the costs on the nature runes like I did. So right off the bat, I'm losing like 500 to 600 GP just on the cost of the nature rune. I'm still turning a profit. But yeah, so you're not going to lose 600 GP from selling to Horvick unless you're selling way too fast to him. So you're going to come ahead over me, but you're not going to get the magic experience that I was getting. I personally would rather the extra magic experience than maybe the extra GP I'd get, because I want to get smithing and mining up really high anyways. So if I have to do more rounds to make the money I want, that's fine, because my ultimate goal is raising my mining and smithing levels anyways.
What's the highest level? 99 or 100?
It's 99. Yeah.
Okay.
99 is ridiculous to get in this particular version of the game.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Oops.
You're basically playing additionally Warframe.
I guess, I don't know. Yeah, he's asking if I'm going to make 1K steel plates. That's a lot of ore. This is my 3rd round of doing it. I've done it twice already. I have the coal ore already mined, so I have 10K coal sitting in the bank right now. That's how I got to 67 smithing, nearly 68, and 79 mining. It's so funny how much more mining experience than you get than smithing. They did not balance that very well. There's a guy on this server that has 99 smithing, and I think he has 99 mining on 3 accounts for him to get 99 smithing.
Damn. That is imbalanced by horrible standards.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's funny because, like, I think it's a big deal for me to get 10K coal ore in one go. And he has a YouTube video, I know, where he's talking about right before he hit 99 smithing. And he's like, yeah, I could just kind of started out where I was just mining a bunch of coal, and I ended up having like a batch of 100K. And then I was like, yeah, I just started getting batches of 100K over and over and over again. I'm like, damn, dude, I thought me getting a batch of 10K was a lot. He was literally 10x me. 550 each for nats. That's like the average price. People say between 5 to 600 GP. I paid 600 a lot of times too. Somebody in the global was saying like 400, and I was like, good luck finding somebody that's going to sell you them for 400. I've never seen it.
I heard the trader's tale of crowns of blue and crimson that made the brave.
If you can get for 500, I think that's like the best you can do. But the way I see it, if I'm going to be waiting longer trying to get the nature runes from somebody on the server, say it takes me like 3 extra weeks just because I don't want to spend the extra extra 50 GP per. I'm like, that's not that 50 GP times 1,000 is not going to kill me. 50K when I'm going to be making 1.2 mil.
Dreaming of that party hat, the one I hold so dear. The goblins of the dungeon, they whispered secrets low of riches.
My goal in this game now that I have the Legendscape is I want to get every rare in the game, and I want to kill the King Black Dragon.
Jaxie just came in.
Jaxie says 450 to 530. That must be quite a long range because I haven't seen people selling that low like since since I've been playing in February. I've seen it in global people offering 600. I venture through the past, hoping in the future find the crown at last. That's why I paid it. Other people were paying it, and I'm like, man, I'm not even. And nobody was selling nature runes at the time, and they wouldn't sell to me if they were going to sell to the other guy anyway. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to pay the same as this guy too then. But also, like, I don't even know if I'm going to buy nature runes the next batch because, well, it depends how many I need. Because I've been able to collect them pretty fast just by killing giants. They drop 4 at a time when they do drop. Or is it 4? It's a 1 in 128 drop chance, so... Say I want 1,000. 1,000 divided by 4 drops, so 250 times 128. They just, well, that's 32,000 giants you have to kill, I guess. You have like 30K for sale at that price. That's the thing. Everybody's like you. They have so many of them and they never sell them. Unless you pay high enough where they're like, fine, I'll sell. It was the same thing with what was it? When I was doing herb law, I had to overpay quite a bit too, because so everybody that has, I can't remember what it was it the secondary or one of the herbs I wanted? Whatever it was, it's really popular. And there's people that have stocks of like thousands of them in their bank, but they don't sell them unless you really overpay. You have to, because they just hoard them unless you overpay for them. And I'm like, well, I need them now because I want to do the Legends quest. So whatever, I'll pay for it just to save my time. I don't want to waste a month just trying to find one person that's going to pay to sell it for a reasonable price. Or the only people selling at reasonable prices are only able to sell like 10. I'm like, wow, shit, I need 500. So it was Raynar's. No worries. I mean, see, but that's my point though. Like I'd rather save my time by progressing and then be able to make money doing something else later on. So if I overpay to get it done faster, which then will allow me to do something else to make more money, then it's a win. If I'm standing around doing nothing, just trying to find a seller, I'm further behind.
Oh. The more you know.
Well, it's the mentality I used to have. I was the opposite, where I didn't want to have to overpay for anything ever. But then I realized, as long as it's profitable, it doesn't matter if you overpay, because then you get it done, you turn your profit back, and then you do it over again, and then you'll have more cycles, and then you'll become wealthier in the game in the long run because you've done things more often, and you'll level up faster to something that becomes even more profitable than what you're already doing. than if you waited to just because you're trying to not overpay for something. Once I flipped that mentality, somebody explained that to me when I was maxing on RuneScape 3. And I thought about it for a while. I was like, you know what? That's actually really smart. It's like, sure, I won't make as much profit at this level, but I'll get to the end game so much faster. And at the end game, I can make like 15 times the profit at that point. So I'm like, I just want to get to the end game faster so then I can make the big profit earlier, because then it'll make up for anything I lost early on. It depends on how many accounts you run. You often don't trade using main, so it doesn't cut into your training. Yeah, see, I only run one account. I have 0 alts. It's a really smart strategy. Most people have a bunch of alt accounts, gathering resources for their main and stuff like that. I just don't play that way. I might make another one just for a bank, because I'm running out of bank space. And the other thing too is if I want to make a PKer, which I kind of want to do as another little side quest in this game later, but
a player killer.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Steve. Bye, Steve. Oh, you are missing Smite.
Because of the player killer bar?
Yeah. Just making a joke.
Yeah.
But, no.
That means, Jack C, you must be nostalgia, I believe.
Jack C says I'm nostalgia.
When
He
did
says
you say
it
that?
in one of his things. He has side quotes on it.
Let me scroll up.
It's his 4th message.
Oh, way up there. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even, I skipped past those brackets earlier, apparently, because I read that. What have I been up to since I finished Legends? Basically, I was working on defense and attack to be able to wear dragon stuff, because I still haven't done that. I'm at 53 defense. The attack, this is probably stupid, but it's fun. I'm doing it purely via punching dummies and whining. So I have earned 0 hit experience for the entire lifetime of this account while training attack. And once you get to this level that I am right now, it's not worth it, because the hit point level that you're going to save, it's not going to make that much of a difference between your combat level and the hit point level. Because each hit point level is what? So many more.
Be right back.
There's a pretty complicated calculation you can make to see if it's worth RSC. I doubt that it would be worth, but it's kind of just for my own sake. I want to do it. Save that for the PKer. Yeah. It's funny. So to get to 40 attack, or no, sorry. Well, yeah. I think to get to 40 attack, it's something like 30 hours. Is it that? Maybe. Maybe less than that. I can't remember. I think I have about 30 hours left right now to get to 60 attack this way. But I wasn't doing that on stream. I was doing that between streams, and I was training defense on stream. But right now, because I want to try and get I want to be able to buy a dragon med helm. I spent all my cash, so I only have like 200. I think I only have 300k, just shy of 300k. And I think they're selling what, between 700 and 900k, something like that. So I might as well finish the this mining and smithing grind I got going here. I have the 10k coal already. If I just wanted the cash, I could sell the 10k coal and make bank. But I want the experience. Just like that. Here, I'll post. Let's see, does this work? Boom, that's the playlist I'm listening to right now. anybody would like to check it out after the stream. Is that south mine faster than east of Artie? See, somebody else asked me that earlier today. Probably not, but I don't carry a sleeping bag with me, and I don't know of a bed that's kind of near the mining point and the bank. They look very close on the map, to be honest. Like here and there. I'm gonna use my fingers on the screen right now. Versus, oh, this is way further. But the problem is the bed part. Oh, there's a bed right here. Apparently, is that a bed? Or is that You did all your iron at East RD2? All right, you know what? We'll go back there. Did you do a sleeping bag or were you sleeping on the bed? Because I like to sleep on this bed right here. Oh, that's not the... Is that the icon for a bed? The bed's probably upstairs here, so you need a lockpick to go up. Why not just bring a sleeping bag, though? Because it's one extra inventory spot. That's probably better. Plus, the bed is so much faster, but I guess it is a long enough walk that the sleeping bag, you can click and sleep while you're walking. Yeah, do while banking. Why wouldn't... Wait, you can do it while you're banking or do it while you're walking? How's it going, Raw Diesel? The other thing, too, is when I first started doing this, my combat level wasn't high enough, so the bears would have attacked me. Like, way back. Well, we got 1,800 there. I should get rid of the... I really don't want to get a bunch of gemstones either right now, so is there a point of wearing it? Yeah, the map says there's a bed here. There's not even a ladder. So what is the map smoking? Math or Mr. Mithril? Hey, there you are, right there.
Hey, you're picking up. You got 5 people watching you, man. You're picking up.
You just spoke and it dropped to 4. Just kidding.
Oh. That's the effect I have on people.
He says the the Ami does give more gems, but it's not worth it, really. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even feel like I got a lot of gems before I ever even got the amulet. And then I started wearing it just to get the increased gem chance, and I'm like, it feels like the same.
It's probably like a 0.5 difference.
I think it's 5%. I'm not sure. I don't even remember. Wiki look up amulet. Need to find gem. A greater chance. It doesn't even say a percentage on the wiki. It just says greater chance.
Even the developers of it don't even know.
Wow, so the problem is the wiki is not... It's community, right? So I guess the developers of this server would know because they have to set a value. But yeah, the community had to kind of guess or reverse engineer stuff. My nose is burning so bad right now. This is the weird cold I have.
I hate to ask and say it, but maybe a COVID test might be needed.
What's the point? I'm sick. Doesn't matter what it is.
I only say it because it could be, you know.
Yeah, but so what? Like, I get it. Like, I'm so over that. Like, I don't even know why people even make a big deal about it. A cold is a cold, whether it's a COVID coronavirus or an older coronavirus, like from the
Oh, I agree.
1919
I
flu.
was just being a smart ass. You should
Yeah.
know this. The only reason why I was saying that too was because we were given COVID tests that are like 2 years old.
I was gonna say people are testing now with expired COVID tests.
Yep.
Like, what are you doing?
Everyone in the U.S. was given COVID tests for free.
Yeah.
Jaxie, hi. I'm Undamaged Soul. I'm an old teammate of A-Bit. Me and him used to play Smite together.
Yes, he answered for me. Does he play on the server? No, he's actually not really a RuneScape fan.
I don't have a problem with RuneScape. It's just I just never could get into it. Personally, it's just not my cup of tea of game. But I'm not against it.
He's so against it.
Maybe. But I don't have a problem with the game itself. I respect people who play it. It's just one of those games I would probably watch more than play, if that makes sense.
That is weird.
Hey, just not my. I don't like playing Minecraft. I don't like playing any building games. I'm more of just a background watcher for those kind of games.
This isn't a building game.
Grind games or heavy grind games like this, because this game is super grindy.
If you didn't play it as a child, then it's hard to get into. To be fair, that's true.
I played it once or twice.
You can hear it. You can hear it in his voice.
Like I said, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm really not. I try to be very open-minded. You can ask David. He knows that I'm very easygoing with a lot of things.
When he plays ranked, when he used to play ranked in Smite, we used to make fun of him that he's the team fluffer. He's always trying to calm people down, and he's their cheerleader, personal cheerleader. No matter how bad somebody's doing, he's trying to turn it around so that they won't quit.
I was used to playing with people that literally you would play with them for like 3 rounds and would be their attitude.
You're just really you try really hard so people don't rage quit and then disconnect on you.
I got tired of it because that's how I would lose games. Was because everybody would get so mad, and then I would, like, let's say you were losing to a lane opponent really bad. I would sit there and give them help, and then they would kill the person, and they'd be like, fuck. And I'd say, all right, good. Use that to take out the wave. Take down the tower. Do this, do that, do this, do that. And because they were so excited they won that fight, they would. And honestly, it turns games around, it turns personalities around, and honestly, we need more of that in this world compared to everyone just going, hey, you suck, fucker.
The only problem is when we were on a team is whenever on damage, whenever he says, oh, I'm gonna have fun, whenever he says that, he's about to do something really stupid, and the rest of the team is not gonna have fun with whatever fun he's about to try.
Well, the only reason why
he's like looking at the items, he's like, ooh, I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna build this instead, which is like no reason to do that at all, other than he just wants to try it, and it doesn't work out, and then we're gonna have a lot of not fun.
Well, keep in mind that was not during any important games. It was only towards like games when we were trying to play pro games, when we were just fudging around. Now, when it was serious, whenever it was serious, I always played serious.
I know, but it's just funny every time you're like, ooh, I'm gonna try this, is gonna be fun, I'm gonna have fun with this. Every single time you would say that, the weight would for the rest of the team would get heavy.
But to be completely honest with you, it was not like that every single time.
No,
because it was
sometimes it'd work out, but usually when you say
I'm not saying that it worked every time, because I'm not that dang talented. But I will say that the times that I did do it, sometimes it worked, sometimes it blew up in my face. But you know what? At the end, I was having fun. Actually,
sometimes when because you played solo, and sometimes when it did work, when it didn't really work, but it just, so you would lose lane really bad because of it, and then we would just get to late game, and then we would win late game, and then maybe it makes sense late game to have that build, and it's way better, and then we'd win. But it's just like the early and mid game was really hard because of that build or something like that.
The thing was is that
it's just like, all right, guys, I'm gonna do something that just try not to lose in the next 20 minutes, and if we survive 20 minutes, then we'll be able to win.
The thing was is that I was good at counter building people. The problem was is that the item selection in which I was counter building was wrong.
Or the build or the build was so expensive.
Yes.
That you fall behind on items just because your build is so much more expensive than theirs. So it takes longer to get online.
But the thing was that normally with the builds, though, by endgame, if I was really good, my build would be them sitting there over 14 to 15 minutes trying to hit me, trying to wound me, and I'm sitting there like, nah, you're not doing nothing.
Hey, hold on, sorry. I've actually never tried to pronounce this guy's name before. Zezilith? Zeziliath. The Zalith? I know the name, but I've never tried to pronounce it. He's online right now. Another cool YouTuber, content creator. He was playing quite a bit before. He was way ahead of me on his series and stuff. But then he kind of disappeared, and then, well, obviously I surpassed with the questing because I have legends.
Hey, you know what? Life takes precedent.
Yeah, I think he did actually. I think he finished Dragon Slayer right before I started doing the questing at all on my account. So before I did the first quest, he did. Is it Dragon Slayer the halfway point? Not even 30% point, third way through. Wow, is 30? What is it? 30 quest points, 32 quest points out of 112 is the total. Through fire, ice, you won't back down to the heroes guild. You'll claim your You know what? I'm sorry to say this, but my chat was right. This is way faster to do mine iron here than where I was mining. Zeziliath. Goliath. Yeah. It's the Zezi part right before Lath. Throws me off.
Zeziliath.
Zeziliath?
Goliath.
Yeah. Goliath. Zeziliath.
Zeziliath.
Yep. Zeziliath.
Yep.
It kind of reminds me a little bit where one of my Egyptian friends was trying to teach me a phrase. I don't even know if it's correct or not, but I was trying to get him to teach me "don't be lazy" in it's, I guess, Egyptian dialect of Arabic, because I guess there's a lot of different Arabic dialects where they're actually substantially different between the different countries and stuff like that. Anyways, there's sounds that he was trying to make me say that are very similar to French, and the syllables in French often precede a different syllable than what the word or the next word was supposed to be. So my tongue was having a really hard time. I could pronounce the first syllable, but my brain and tongue would force me to say the next syllable that typically follows in French, but it does not follow in Arabic. So I was like, what? It took me so long to say it. Here we should go to shuffle everything. Hey, break them down. The Smite song came on. That's the one I wanted to play. I should tell 0x here. When people want the 2 mouse buttons and single mouse button and then flip back and forth, what I do when I was doing all the skilling stuff where that's like 2 mouse buttons, whatever, where you need to right click a lot, I just only right click. I don't go right click, left click, because in this game, I'll do it on here. You can right click and then right click mine again and it works. So then all I did was just like right click. I don't know why. It just seems so much easier than, like I know a lot of people go up here in the settings and they turn mouse buttons to 2 to 1, back to 2 and stuff. Hey, Spiller Z. That was my trick when I was grinding that. The thing I noticed is now mouse button is below sound effects. Whoa. Why is it below? It should be on top. It is for me. Camera angle mode, manual, auto. How did he mess that up? I don't even understand.
It's a minefield here. Welcome to the grind where I'll break you down piece by piece. Rewind. I'm not just here to win, I'm here to devour. Tear you down slow, minute by hour. I don't care if you quit, I don't need the praise. I want you haunted by these plays for days. I'll be the ghost in your game, the shadow on your run. Every move you make, every battle you shun. You never faced anyone like me before, and you'll never forget when I show you the door. So remember my name, let it cut like a scar. Every time you queue up, know who you are. Not a rival, not a foe, you're just prey on my climb. In my world of joust, I'm the end of the line.
The nice thing about mining here, where the stream told me to mine instead, is it's a lot more of a scenic route as well, and less annoying click-wise. Also, you're kind of in the same chunk all the time, so you don't have to wait for chunks to load just to be able to click where you need to go. And the bank's smaller, so the banker NPCs stay in the same spot. I might have to make another Discord account. I don't want to keep my... What?
Every time you queue up, know who you are. Not a rival, not a foe, you're just prey on my cloud. In my world of joust, I'm the end of the line.
Hands off my valuables.
Chopping wood with axe in hand, while the fishes fill my pan. Questing through this pixel land, Min-Max life feels oh so grand. No XP is cast away, every moment grind and play. Level up with every day, Runescape life is here to stay. Min-Max training all night long, no XP.
Mobs are often walking where they shouldn't. Oh yeah, I was seeing giants. When I was fighting them, they were clipping through walls and they were walking in the abyss, in the black abyss. It looked really funny, but then when I actually tried to fight one, they like teleported to where they probably always were, and it just looked like they were clipped through the wall.
Runescape ain't ever lame. Through the scape of ancient lore, maximize what you adore. Endless grind but never bore, always longing for some more. From the rock to Falador, chasing goals forevermore. In this world there's so much more, Runescape's heart we all explore.
Oh man. Sorry, I was just having somebody talk to me, and then I'm sitting here listening to you, and I'm just like, what do I want to do?
They want you to go do something else?
No, it was just somebody was just asking me something, and then I was remembering what they were asking me. They were asking me a smite question.
Go ahead.
It was just, if I have this on, if I have all this defense on, and then I wear Spirit Robe, will it stack with the effects? And I said, yes, it will stack as long as you get hit by hard CC, then it stacks correctly. Because Spirit Robe, the new item that they put in, it gives you 40 and 40, and if you're hit with any hard CC, you gain an extra 30 defenses. So the only way it procs, though, is you have to get hit with hard CC. So it turns a 40-40 into a 77 defense item for a couple of seconds.
Nice. Hold on one sec. Jack C, is there... I don't really have a specific smithing or mining level I'm going for. I mean, always working closer to 99, obviously, but that's like quite the stretch goal. Cash stack, yeah, it's more so that I want to own every rare in the game. That's my goal. I want to have Christmas cracker, all of the party hats, Santa hat, the Easter eggs. I don't know, are pumpkins in the game? Number. What else? The Halloween mask, dragon shield. Yeah, I want to feel like I've completed the game, and I feel like this is one of the better ways to earn cash in the game that also progress me closer to being able to make rune and stuff like that. If I just cared about only getting cash, I would sell the I would mine coal and sell it, probably. I currently have 2 party hats, the 2 cheapest ones. I got the red one first, and I dramatically overpaid for it, apparently, because they've crashed so much since I bought it very early on, though, when I started playing. And that was the price of them at the time. It's just they've crashed like crazy since then. The red was just my favorite color, so I'm like, I want to start with that one. And then I bought the yellow one because I wanted to have Super Saiyan hair. And then I don't know what the next one I want to buy. White, maybe? Oh, wine half jug. I forgot about that one. Disc of returning. So the disc of returning, though, is not rare in this one, right? Don't you just go into that, into the mine, and then you get it, like, for free, sort of thing? Don't forget to go to Hounded's drop party soon. You might get lucky. Well, it depends when it is. If it lines up with when I can play, then I will. If it doesn't, unfortunate. It'd be cool to stream it, though, if it does line up. Oh, I gotta sneeze. That's the other weird thing about this cold is I sneeze a lot. I don't often get sneezing colds. Like a non-productive sneeze, it's just a sneeze. Bless myself.
Gesundheit. Why make it sound normal when you can make it sound funny?
This song that's playing right now, what is it called? The Firehouse? I think I called it Firehouse Shame. It's a funny story about a prank that our boss played on the company where they pretended like Josh is his name, got caught doing something with the when we were working at the fire hall. He got caught doing something with a woman there, and he was getting fired over it. So I wrote the Firehouse Shame song.
Oh,
it's pretty funny. I changed it for the song that he was going after the fire chief's daughter. It didn't actually happen, but the entire company believed it for like a few days.
Wednesday, November 13th. I don't think you're going to be able to make that. You don't be playing weekends, right?
Wait, 2 p.m. Eastern and... Oh, he's having 2 separate ones. 10 p.m. Eastern. So what is that? That's 9. So unless... Nah, I won't be able to do that. I'm typically on at 7 Eastern during the week. Clear sky.
Raise your glass to the skillers, the brave and the wise. Through forge and flame, they claim.
Sia and Lumbo Dumbo. Wow, dude. So toxic. So toxic. I'm assuming the guy, he's like, I'm stealing that line. I'm assuming he's mocking the guy that he just killed in the wilderness. Sent him to Lumbridge. Diabolical, even.
Raise your glass to the skillers, the brave and the wise. Through forge and flame, they claim their prize.
I want to say something, but I also don't want to get in a fight.
Oh, is this that like the TikTok thing is like say one thing to piss off a whole generation?
No. I don't want to start a fight at all. I'll say it, but don't answer anything. Wait. So that's on. That's November 13th. So that's not even the thing. It's about what's happening on Tuesday. I don't want to start a fight.
There's already fights.
I know.
Fighting going with that.
Hey, I don't want to start a fight between me and you even.
You wouldn't start a fight with me because I think that's all stupid important. Because it doesn't matter who the hell we believe is going to win, because it doesn't. In my opinion, I have watched the way that this stuff all plays out. Whoever wins is going to have a problem. Whether it is with popularity, because honestly, both of them are basically in the dumpster with popularity. And that's me being considerate. Because
both of them, half the country hates them.
Yes, that's where I'm going. And honestly, I don't care for both of their prerogatives. One of them I know is better than the other one, and I'm being very considerate with my terming. But the other one is more belligerent than the other one. And I leave it like that.
I know who you would like. And I just disagree.
You want the other one?
100%. 1000%.
Kamala? Really?
Yeah. No.
I'm more with him than her.
You're saying she's belligerent?
No, I was saying that more towards Trump.
Yeah, but I thought you were calling Trump belligerent.
No, I think we were both on the same wavelength, but we got the people mixed up.
Yeah, I thought you were describing it. I really thought that you were Kamala.
No. She's ignorant and she's completely... He's a puppet. Someone's got her hand up her ass and working it. Just like
I'm Canadian though, so I don't have a... I say I don't have a... What do you call it? I don't have skin in the game or whatever, but I actually really do. Because it really does affect the rest of the world.
Well, the thing is that I think... And this is my opinion, because I do live in the U.S. and I'm not afraid to say my opinion because...
Even Jack C, even him, he's English, so you actually don't know who or care or whatever, but it's funny to say. It's funny how, like, the rest of the world, a lot of the rest of the world is like, God, no, not Kamala, please.
Kamala is less than most other genetic material. And I say that.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't know. I said this before when she was when they were the last election, when they announced her to be the VP for Biden. So I said, I'm like, how can she be? Because she was saying some really dumb things, like she made no sense at all. And I said, how could she be this dumb? And then, because, like, obviously she wanted to be president, she ran in the... I know she was really bad during the debates and stuff like that during the primaries anyway. But the answer that I got given, and I was like, you know what? Maybe you're right. They're saying she has to be dumb because she can't be smarter than Biden, and she's the running mate to Biden because she can't outshine him. And Biden is running against Trump. So they're just telling her, you can't say anything of substance, and she's really struggling to not be able to say things of substance. So that's why she circle talks. And I was like, actually, you know what? That makes sense because she had a career before politics and everything. Apparently was very successful. So I'm like, you can't be this dumb. And now here we are today. And it turns out that I think she's actually still that dumb. But I took their word. I took what they said and I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. I think they were wrong though.
No, the only reason why she got picked in for her spot was because
They had to, right
Biden
now at least.
Biden literally said, "I'm doing my best." When they said, "Would you have a female VP?" and he said he would.
He said he would pick a woman of color, so
Yes.
Yeah.
And Kamala is Indian, I think, and she's like, "Oh, I'm blah blah blah." And
well, she's half Indian, half black.
I've been hearing five different stories on her.
But after she's been running, she's pure black now.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Because it's just a headache with what I've heard. And honestly, I'm just kind of annoyed with it. I just see it as, you know what? Here's the thing, too. If you guys are on all complain about Trump, put Trump in. Guess what? He can't be reelected after he's done.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if he won last time, he'd be done right now. So all the people that hate him right now and they're losing his mind, you're like, you wouldn't even have to think about him right now if he won last election.
Exactly. It'd probably be, and honestly, I'll put it this way, what it probably would have been, it'd probably be Vance and her right now fighting for the Oval Office.
Actually, you know who I like the most is Vivek. I like Vivek a lot.
Oh, yeah. I'm okay with that one. It's just,
I didn't know anything about Vance before, and then I've seen Vance now, and I'm like, actually, he's pretty good. But Vivek impresses me a lot, and he's really good on his feet. He's really smart. So he's taken on some very tricky gotcha questions or gotcha situations, and has been able to come out unscathed. I'm like, damn, this guy's smart to be able to do that. He actively has gone out into situations where things politically could go very poorly for you. And I'm like, damn, he actually sounded very reasonable and logical the entire way, and did not capitulate to the person who he opposes to be kind to them, but he was still kind in his speaking. He disagreed, and he fully explained why he disagreed, and he wasn't rude in any way, didn't come off as hateful. And I was like, damn, he's really smart to be able to do that. Because a lot of people can't do that.
Well, the thing is that there's honestly a lot of politicians there somewhat decent. All I've been hearing is people talking about Kamala's mate, who's like a literally untouchable, and then I looked up stuff about him, like, really? My head hurts.
It's actually funny. There's a coworker that he's dual citizen. He's U.S. and Canadian. Anyways, I was like, hey, you should get a mail-in ballot, because he could get a mail-in ballot from his state that he was in before. And then I found out like he would for sure be voting for Kamala. I'm like, no, it's fine. You don't have to get your mail-in ballot. I was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. You don't need to get your mail-in ballot.
He cheated. How did she get into her position?
Well, so there was no primary.
Nope.
So, which is actually hilarious to be the Democratic Party appointed somebody instead of a democratic process. But the reason why is they had to, because all of the money that it's still even questionable. There's going to be lawsuits when this is done, regardless of the results of the election. Well, so the reason why is because people donated to Biden's campaign. So the only reason why they had to go with her is because her name is kind of attached to his campaign. They're like, okay, we can just transfer the money to her campaign. Hasn't legally been answered yet. And there are people, regardless of what the outcome of the election are, there's people that I think have already started filing lawsuits about that. That she can't just take his campaign money and transfer it over to herself. But the thing is, if they went with anybody else, they would have had $0 for the campaign, because they wouldn't have been able to gather it fast enough.
Oh, I agree fully. I'm just annoyed with the fact that he basically got a free ride. And
when she actually did participate in a primary, she dropped out before the first primary vote because she was doing so bad.
Yes. And then she thinks she's the one person who can destroy Trump. But I'm sitting there like,
you know what? I think I like to think that Biden is actually trying to sabotage her now.
I think so too.
The thing is, though,
I think He got bullied. He got bullied out of the office. He was not.
For sure.
They bullied him out. I think all of the Democrats said, "You're not going to win. We're tired of you."
Well, what happened is, I think he was actually exhausted and overwhelmed, and like he is declining for sure. But then after they kicked him out, he went on like a how long it was? It was a very long vacation. He was just like resting, like he was no longer president, basically. He's not doing anything. And then since he's come back, he's been very vindictive against Kamala, and it's hilarious. I think he got a lot of rest, hates the situation, and he's like, screw you. And I think if you know about his history too, he actually was kind of a vindictive politician and stuff like that. Yes. So it actually kind of does suit his personality if this is true. It's kind of headcanon I'm making up, but I think it's funny. What was I going to say about that though? That he's basically trying to screw a campaign, and then he would also be able to say, only I can beat Trump. Like nobody else could beat Trump but me, because he was president. So he's like, oh, well, I was the one that beat him. And he's like, well, nobody else could have. So I think it will be like an extra win for him too if he sabotages her where she can. It's just really funny to me.
I'm just also just getting tired of all the ads and all the political BS.
And here's what, Jaxie, who is the favorite to win? Do you think, is it really 50-50 like we're hearing here? I think we're being told it's 50-50. I think both sides want it to be. I think both sides want to tell their constituents that it's 50-50. I think Trump's got a huge advantage, but I think the Republicans are telling everyone it's 50-50 because they want to make sure all the Republicans do vote for him and they don't get complacent and just don't vote because they think he's got it. And I think the Democrats are saying it's 50-50 so that the people that hate him don't give up, and they're like, we got to do the best we can to make sure we get everything. So I think both sides are saying it's close just so that they can get the most amount of their people to come in and vote for their side. But I think that the vibe, or like how it feels, I can't believe it's that close.
I'm going to say this much. From what I've seen on 3 different sites and 3 different non-profit, non-disclosured surveys, all of them say that Trump has the lead by 2 states.
Yeah.
But all of the states are close. Like there are some that he just wins because they are a natural thing, but there's also been a couple, I think, like Michigan and like a couple of like the bigger states that are like unturned states.
I was gonna say, ironically, these are the states that people are worried about with like election fraud type stuff too.
They're actually swinging more towards Trump.
Yeah, well, that's good.
The reason why is because when listening to Kamala and her rallies and everything like that, they literally, I was reading all of the other articles about it, they literally think she's fake. And then there was other people doing polls and showing people what she's been saying and how she speaks. Literally, she sounds illiterate. She sounds illiterate. Like some of her statements that are actually literally read out to people don't sound coherent at all.
No, so the thing is, there's a concept of economy of words. Being able to say something with the least amount of words possible. She has anti-economy, like the complete opposite. She has the ability to use the most amount of words possible to say absolutely nothing. Yes. She uses the most amount of words to say nothing.
Yep. And she's also very good at rolling around questions. She rolled around numerous questions, and people are pissed at her for it.
Wow. You know what's crazy though? Okay, so this is just a funny thing. The world does funny things sometimes, like where things line up. Okay, so Kamala Harris, one of the first things that she did when after they took office was Joe Biden sent her to talk to, was it in Ukraine? I can't remember. And she specifically said that that Ukraine will be joining NATO, which was a hard red line for Putin, which is one of the catalysts as to why, like, the war broke out, I think 2 or 3 weeks after she went over there and said that, because that was the thing. They're like, well, we can't have that or we're gonna go and invade or whatever. the weird thing is, so the thing they're denying right now is they called Kamala the border czar.
Yes.
The funny thing I think that lines up with that, I think she's kind of responsible for that war breaking out when it did. It might have broke out anyways, but she might have accelerated it.
Yep.
Ukraine means borderlands or border, like border. And czar means, what is it, king or like the ruler or whatever. So she's like the king of Ukraine is what they titled her. Or the queen of Ukraine by calling her the border czar. Just like when you, what the words actually mean. With her title, and when I heard that, I was like, "That's kind of funny." Hold on, let me see. And
give me another minute. I'll be right back.
Google Translate.
Slipping through the shadows, staying just out of sight. Their voices call so softly, like echoes in your mind. But if you dare to listen, they'll leave you far behind. Turn away, don't let them near. Their whispers feed your darkest fear. Once they found your
What does you mean? What does czar mean? Emperor.
Turn away, don't listen now, or they will soon appear. Once you hear the whisper men, they'll stop and look
Step.
your
I don't know what that means, but borderland.
silence of the night. They'll steal your voice away. Their words are soft like feathers.
I'm trying to be quiet right now because I woke my son up. It's not good.
Message wrapped in silence.
He's supposed to nap for another. This is when he woke up yesterday too. Supposed to sleep for another 45 minutes though. His naps are getting shorter though. He's getting older. It's just when he wakes up and hears my voice, and we don't come and get him right away, he gets really sad, really mad about it. Because he's like, "Oh, I hear Dad, but he's not coming to get me. What's going on?"
They'll never let you go. Do you hear the whisper men? They're breathing in your ear.
He seems to have calmed down now though.
Listen now, or they will soon appear. Once you hear the whisper men, they'll stop and look your way. In the
Although, Jack C, with you being English, your leader is a little bit responsible for that war breaking out too. What's his name? I can't even remember his name. I can picture him, but I can't. He advised Zelensky to not take any, to make no agreements or whatever.
turn away, don't listen now, or they will soon appear. Once you hear the whisper men, they'll stop and look your way. In the silence of the night, they'll steal your voice away. For once you've heard the whisper men, they'll stop and look at you.
On the isle of Crandor, where legends are born, a beast lies waiting, his scales battle worn. Elvars are mighty,
I am so thankful that I switched over to this mine. See, this is the part that I always thought was the worst part of the steel plate like grind I do here is mining iron, because it really is bad when you're doing the south mine. This actually makes it go a lot faster, so it's not so bad at all. The only thing is every 28 trips I have to do one more inventory. Boris Johnson. Yes. What? This never clicked in my head as well. As if his name's Boris. What is the... What? Okay. Where does the name Boris come from? Bulgarian. All right. Okay. Still. Slavic languages. Yeah. What is this? How are things like that connected? UK is like the USA. Big boys are making big money from the war while the rest are suffering. Your wife is Russian, though, so it makes life a little bit hard for her. Yeah. I don't know. I have never made that connection before that his first name is Boris. But, I mean, he's probably... Let me see. What's his ancestry?
The story unfolds. The clash of Slayer, the legend you'll be. Face the fire, embrace your destiny. Who waits awaits for the warrior bold. In the heart of the dragon, the story unfolds.
All right, so if you go far enough back, 1879 from Russia, according to U.S. passport. Okay. Russian American. Hey, buddy. Start it back up. Well, maybe we have to consider getting the retractor.
Just one click and then I'm free. Logs fill my pack as I kick back. TV on, snacks in the stack. Fishing at the cafe, be sure.
It's the same thing.
With a brew in hand, I let
well, because we didn't have to, because they're like, oh, it's fine.
I'm sitting by the willow trees. Just one click and then I'm free. Logs fill my pack as I kick back. TV on, snacks in the stack.
It would look just. That's what they do. How you don't see the screws. All right, guys. I'll finish this inventory and then I'll be heading off. I don't know if fun damage is gonna come back when I'm gonna be gone. And be like, hey, where'd you go? Oh, no, you just got back now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be signing off very shortly.
No worries. I gotta go anyways because dumb things are happening.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Family. Dumb things.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, well, we can talk again later.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
You take care. You have a wonderful day. All right, buddy?
Yeah, you too. Peace.
Will do. Bye.
Abby, you want to come sit on Daddy's lap?
As the XP rolls like the tide. As the levels climb, I'm living life refined. Just one click away. From the mines to the trees, I find my peace with ease. In Gillinor, I AFK and breeze.
Oh, here we go. Boris Johnson is a hilarious guy, though. If you haven't seen the clips of him playing rugby with school children, look it up. Imagine a big, fat 50-year-old American football tackling an 8-year-old? No way. Buddy. Yeah, come here. Oh, you just want to play with that ring?
As the XP rolls like the tide. As the levels climb, I'm living life refined. Just one click away. From the mines to the trees, I found my peace with ease. In Gillinor, I AFK and breathe. Soft to cook to get the strong and I'm not I AFK and breathe. One click away, grind never stops. Just one click away.
Oh, you found another one. Excuse me.
June 6, 06, it was just a game. Till the bug hit hard and lit the flame. From safety to slaughter in a blink of an eye. Follow dogs up
What are you reaching for?
red sky.
All right, yeah, we should sign off here now. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by once again.